We are in the 21st century, an age where people need to be inspired in order to move forward. But in this male-dominated society, these ladies have distinguished themselves amongst others. These ladies have beaten the odds, and finally, they have made it. But then again, have they finally made it? Success, they say, comes in stages. If so, then we can say these ladies have made it in their line of work.
My name is Joyce Lenusia Iduashi.
My name is Fadila Ahmad Abdulrazak, and I am a graduate of Ghana Technology University College, class of 2014, where I studied business administration, and my major was in accounting.
My name is Rebecca Alessia.
My name is Chidi William, and I am an alumni of Ghana Technology University College, Tesano.
My name is Sonia.
My name is Gloria Zizi. I'm Sophia Agwachiafa.
I'm Arubia Abubakar.
My name is Elizabeth, former student of GTUC.
Let us hear the story.
Excited and displaying what they have from their own countries, and it was a wonderful experience. Alright, so I took permission from the school that I'll be away for a week. So just in case of anything, I've asked permission, And then I traveled, and when I came back, I asked my mates what they studied, followed up for anything that was left, and I made sure I caught up. If there was assignment, I made sure I completed them. If there was anything studied or to know before the next lecture, I made sure I knew all of them to download during the next session. That's a stereotype. That's a serious stereotype. Whenever I tell people, they see you and how you look, probably the way you dress, the way you make up, oh, you must be doing some other course apart from engineering, any other course apart from engineering. But it's a serious stereotype. It can be very beautiful. You can do modeling, you can do music, you can do anything, and still be an engineer. It doesn't spoil anything. Oh, yes. The fact that you're a first class student doesn't mean you should look like a housemaid or a pimp up, look good, raise a side and call it that. Fun, let me see. I love playing video games. Justice. I can mention them. Thor, Spider-Man, all those games. I really love action movies. So when the action movies come out, their games come out as well. So I'm going to look for them and play. When I get bored, I move on to the next action movie. And my real model is very successful, very great, very rich. That's very important too. Yes, so, apart from being very great, very rich, very ambitious, he has so many companies. Of course, that means I want to establish my own company one day. Apart from all of those things Bill Gates has, he's extremely humble, and that's what makes me really, really like him as a role model. In the next 5 years, I see myself owning companies, not a company, companies. Yes, I actually see myself owning companies. For now, I have to develop myself by working under a company, learning, making the mistakes you can, learning from them, knowing how a system works, knowing how you can manage a company, how you can work with people and all of that. With the time when you have yours, you have the experience, so it's easier for you to be able to advise the female students is they should go as far as they want to go in life. They should not allow people to stereotype them. They shouldn't say because you're a woman you cannot go far, because you're a woman you cannot be an engineer, because you're a woman you cannot own a company, because you're a woman you cannot lead, because you're a woman. All those women stereotype. You should make sure nobody stereotypes you. Go as far as you want to go. As a woman you should even do things a step further than what a man can do. So they'll be like, oh, so she can do what the man can do and even do it better. It's going to remove that stereotype with time for women. And you should go as far as you want to go. And don't even let marriage stop that. If you have a degree and get married, it doesn't stop you from going for a master's, it doesn't stop you from going for a PhD. Go as far as you can in life. Achieve anything you want to achieve. No matter where you are, no matter who you are, no matter who you are married to, you should even look for people who will support your dream as a woman,
I was in GCUC in 2012, 2015. I studied information technology, IT. Wow. My role model is called Flight Lieutenant Salasia Benfia. She's actually the first female helicopter pilot in West Africa. What really makes me look up to that wonderful young woman is that she always carries that zeal to make a change wherever that she goes to. And although she found herself, in a working area that was dominated with men, actually in the Air Force, she still made it through to actually make a change in the entire West Africa. I look up to her not to imitate what she has done, but then I look up to her to do more and better than she has done here. Okay, after school, I'm working in my own NGO, Autism Ambassadors of Ghana, and still working as the Tigo Social Ambassador for the year. So I work in my NGO and work with Tigo as well. Should I say a long story? But to cut it short, we were about a whole number of social entrepreneurs, looking for opportunity of funding and mentorship to carry on the projects we were doing. But then I happened to work on an Android application that supports kids with autism, which is actually a bilingual platform. That is, it comes in both French and English. So we didn't just benefit kids with autism in Ghana, but then other kids in the other African countries. So that was the unique feature that helped us to win the award, which came with a funding of 60,000 Ghana cedis with mentorship and a whole network of other social ambassadors of which were changing Tigo across the world. In the next 5 years, I see myself to be one of the best digital social entrepreneurs in Africa, actually focusing on developing good softwares and applications that helps to advance the learning abilities of children, both regular and children with disabilities. To my wonderful young ladies in GTUC, all I can tell you is that set your mind on that one particular thing. Do and do it well. I keep saying that if you have a mission driving to a very good vision in life, then location should never change your dreams. Trust me, if you know what you want to do, it doesn't matter where you go. It doesn't matter the geographical location you find yourself. You still have to do it well and become very successful. The main things you should look out for is that believe in that creator, that you really believe in. If you're a Christian God or if you're a Muslim, Allah, whatever creator that you believe in, take that creator very seriously. Cast down all your burdens to that creator and say that, take me through everything that I do. I'm a Christian, so I say that God, I hand over everything into your hands, my plans and everything. Apart from your God or your creator, be disciplined. It's a key. You can't be that successful social entrepreneur or who you want to be when you are not disciplined, when you don't know how to manage resources very well, especially when it comes to time. So discipline is the key. And I talk a lot about good communication. If you don't know how to express yourself, if you don't know how to sell the idea you want to sell, no one is going to listen to you in the world. And then one
factor that we should always also look at is building on our potentials and our skills. I keep saying that having good academics, having good potentials, or following your passion, putting it together is better than picking one and picking one. Go to school, go to lectures, write all your exams and everything. Carry good grades if you can, but don't throw your passion away. Build upon that passion and add, everything that you studied in school together with it. And trust me, you can do it very.
One of which is Mohammed, who is the United Nations Special Advisor on Post-Development Agenda. People like Amina Boureb, the President of Mauritania, Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, President of Liberia, Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, who was the former Minister of Finance in Nigeria, Olarinso Akilaja, one of the richest, actually the richest black woman on the planet, Oprah Winfrey, Malala, a lot of other women and young girls around the world who are innovative, creative, they're entrepreneur and making a lot of waves change around the world. That is where I draw my inspiration. And most importantly, I draw my inspiration from my mom. She has inspired me whilst growing up. She has instilled in me the desire to help other people. She has nurtured in me that culture of humanitarianism due to her activities. And I think those are some of those key elements that I am beginning to grow up with. And I see myself nurturing. I see myself excelling whilst I uphold these principles. In the next 5 years, obviously I will be done with my ACCA, I will be done with my master's degree, I will have acquired at least 7 to 8 years of work experience, both in community development, international investments, and portfolio management. I see myself being one of the most entrepreneurial, one of the most inspirational women who are actively working to develop communities, who are actively helping other people to manage to create their businesses, who are in the business of making your business work. That is what I want to do, yeah. From my first year, I was once the organizing secretary of the ISA, that's the International Student Association. I was the conference director for United Nations Student Association. I was the president of the Debaser Society, although at that point it had not yet been created. We were still undergoing its creation. I was also the head of the audit committee of the Student Representative Council. I was a member of the Women's Commission in 2012, 2013. I was also an active student, yeah. I was the president of the United Nations Student Association. Yeah. I can't say exactly how I did it, but I am driven by excellence. In everything I do, I want to excel. I want to be the very best. Not competitively, but it gives me that joy. It gives me that it boosts my confidence. It gives me that feeling of self-fulfillment. So I wouldn't say I was working towards being the overall best student. I was just working towards being the best I could ever be. And it happened that I was the overall best student. So I think hard work was more or less like a reward for hard work. Yeah. Is the one that marks that I'm the best student, the best accounting student, and the best business administration student. The second one is the best project work, which is the best overall thesis for the School of IT Business and the graduation class of 2014. And the last one is the overall best graduation student for the class of 2014. Currently, I am working as a business development and portfolio analyst at Royal African Holdings, an investment management company based in the Gambia and the UK. I think one of the things that is very important for female students to need to do and need to know is modesty is actually classy. You need to believe that you can achieve things on merit. You need to be disciplined. You need to create a class for yourself. You need to be able to prove or create a notion that will portray you as a very responsible person. So it's important that modesty is being applied in the way we talk, in the way we interact with other people, because it is important that people respect you. It's important that you portray yourself as somebody who should be respectable. Without respect, without the ability to know that one can achieve things purely on merit and merit only, I think it will be quite difficult for someone to achieve the goals he or she wants to achieve in his life. So be disciplined, be prayerful, be cheerful, be delighted, be inspired, and believe that you can achieve it wherever you come from. There's nothing impossible, there is nothing so difficult, and you'll excel.
A great evolution from Ghana Telecom to Ghana Technology. Being part of the first batch, it comes with a lot of pampering and so on. We were pampered in a way. We had almost everything to our disposal. And then when it comes to lecturers, whatever students say is final. Talk of, if you complain about the lecturer, that means that the next semester you are not going to see the lecturer anymore. And I think it's the same thing that happens this time around. But then there was a lot of competition in class, and a healthy one, because everybody wanted to make it to the top. And then being the first batch, we had, just like I said, the motivation to work much harder and pampering. We were promised that we were going to get a kind of scholarship, and that was what I enjoyed from. So all in all, studies is a bit different now because we dedicated ourselves and we hardly had time for fun. But now I see people having time all on campus, type of chatting, browsing, and others. We didn't have much time for that. Most of our time was dedicated for studies. Advice, I have lots and lots of advice. It's fun to be in school, and as a female student, there are a lot of challenges. Challenges coming from home, from students, that is your colleagues in class, and elsewhere. I advise my female students is that studying, especially engineering, and then some of the business courses, it's not easy at all. So all I need to see in my female students is dedication, motivating themselves, and then having in mind that the sky is their limit. Of course, when talking of the priority of people, it changes as when you grow. So priority keeps changing. Of course, your priority now is to be able to make A's, make B's, and be a first class student. But then I feel that being a student means that you have to dedicate yourself to your books and then make the best of grades for yourself. I want to take it back to what happened when I was a student at campus. My main aim was to make it because before I came to school, my daddy was the first advice he gave me was leave no stone unturned. So that was at the back of my mind, and that helped me a lot. So I came to school with a mind that I wasn't going to leave any stone unturned. I had my A's and some B's, and that helped me to get a kind of scholarship after school. Yes, I was invited back to the school to be a TA, and after that, the school gave me a kind of scholarship from Covet to do my master's degree. So exactly that was what happened after my degree program. Then at the master's level, I studied microelectronics and wireless systems with Coventry University and GTUC Corporation. When it comes to my advice to my promising female students in Ghana Technology University College, I would like to take a quote from Thomas A. Edison, and it says, "One greatest weakness lies in giving up. The most certain way to succeed is always to try just one more time." This goes to you, my friends and promising female students of Ghana Technology University College.
Of those years will be in getting my LLB, but whilst I'm doing that, I have the option actually in the schools I'm applying to. I have an option to be doing my master's in something else. So I'm going to be doing my LLB at the same time doing my an organization I care to change that is going to focus on helping young girls and ladies unearth their potentials.
Boyi, she's a Nobel Peace Prize winner and apparently from the same country. She does a lot of social entrepreneurial work that I look up to her. I try to look at the things she do and see where I can make most impact in line with what she's doing.
Female students, first of all, I want to tell them that we are amazing. Not just female students in particular, but the ladies or the gender, women, we are amazing. We have a lot of potentials, a lot of gifts, and lots of abilities. And all we need to do is just to unearth them. So I'm going to leave a word with everybody today. That word is learn. Learn in the sense that whatever you do, learn. Learn how to talk to people. Learn your books. Learn how to understand situations. Learn. The world has a lot of information, but until you can sit down and analyze those information, they will not be of benefit to you. You can come to school, get your lecture notes, but if you don't sit down, learn them and understand them and observe and form in-depth knowledge, you might never know the use of it. There's a whole lot there outside the world. The world is just waiting for vibrant young people who will come out and show the world what they got. And you know what? It's you that they are waiting for. But you can do that if you don't add value to yourself. You can do that when you go around and you don't add wealth to yourself. This 4 years in this school will slip away. Make sure that before it slip away, you have maximized it in love. So whatever it is, whatever programs that the Women's Commissioner is having, make sure you attend them, learn from them. Whatever activities that SRC is having, learn from them. Whatever activities that graduate school is having, go to them, learn, sit at the feet of people, go to your lecturers, have conversations with them.
A member of National Society of Black Engineers, NSB, where I was the white women in science engineering. So after that, I went for SRC Women's Commissioner, and by the grace of God, I was able to win. And I think my time was good. It was not easy going for that position because when I remember when I was going against a popular lady, she was very popular. I was not popular at all. She was a Ghanaian too, and it was not easy. But I think hard work pays. I really worked hard. I campaigned, spoke to everyone, and it worked. And also during my position, I think I did a lot. I did a great job. I did a lot. I started from Jennifer, who started with the handball team, and I was able to bring ladies on board for the handball team, organize seminars, educational seminars, cooking competition, fashion, where we even teach ladies how to dress, makeup. Like, every dressing is beautiful, but you have to know to dress according to where you are going to. So we work a lot, we did a lot.
I had some issues when I became this commissioner, which were like managing school and students. I think managing human beings is very difficult. I really had a lot of issues because you always have to learn because I'm final year, project work a lot, and I really thank my friend because they were very patient with me and they took their time, especially when doing our project work. It was really difficult, but I was able to manage it through. And I think I did well when I was women's commissioner. I was able to organize a lot of programs. I did did a lot, and even I was able to finish with a good grade. So.
Nigeria to study in GTUC. I started, got my admission in January 2011. I started my classes. Then along the way, an experience happened, and I lost my school fees. So I had to make up for it. I couldn't tell my parents about it because they probably wouldn't want to hear that. So I had to start working to make up for it. Now within that period, I got an offer. I got an opportunity to participate in the Vodafone Icons competition, which I'm sure one or two of you watched. And the support I got from GTUC was massive, from my classmates and from my lecturers and from my teachers, my friends, and I participated in that competition. I was hoping to win though, but I came, my group was the first runner-up of the show. But that instilled that drive to work hard in me, saying that I probably didn't win any money to start with, so I had to work hard to make up for it. So I started having singing gigs. I started hosting karaoke shows, karaoke nights. I hosted karaoke nights at Kahaya Lounge, at Peter Pan in Madina. Kahaya is at Trasako area, and La Piazza in Osu, and there are lots of other places. I remember performing one time at the naval base in Labonia, so to the applause of the Vice President, Jerry Arthur Amisa, and those experiences groomed me to become this woman I am today. I was bold to face challenges. I was bold to tackle situations without looking for the back door. I had to face things head on, and those traits are still helping me today. So currently, I am undergoing my national service program in Nigeria, and during my orientation camp experience, I was made the vice president of the lecture committee. And then during my posting in my school, I'm currently in the bursary department where I work as an accounts officer, and I am the vice president of the publicity CDS. So I get the chance to host NYC programs on Radio Nigeria. So I get to use my communication skills on radio. So my experience at GTC made me very versatile. I became someone who could fit into anywhere, in any environment where I find myself. I'm not scared or skeptical about fitting in or being active or being useful to that environment. So I hope my story has touched someone today. I am still getting there. I am a young woman in my early 20s, so I am still getting there. But I do hope that if you're listening and you're probably watching this right now, you take the initiative to do something with your life. I currently have a vlog series, 2-week series, where I talk about issues relating to young people, and then I'm working on my book and I'm working on my business, because I want to start up a business consultancy firm at some point. So I am working on that too, and I have a lot of things at my, on my fingers, and I just can't wait to bring them all out. But if you're out there and you're probably feeling discouraged, or you want to give up, or you want to just let it go, just hold on. It's not very easy, but you will probably smile at the end of the day. I'm sure you will smile at the end of the day, just like I am smiling, and I will still smile. It's nice talking to everyone. Do take care of yourself.
I gained a scholarship into GTUC in the year 2010, and I graduated successfully in the year 2014. So I lived on campus and in Block 8 to be precise. We used to really disturb on that block. Meanwhile, we had some lectures down the block that we used to disturb. I joined the SCF, and I was part of the singing group called Zion Nights. And we had a lot of SRC programs on campus, and I made sure I attended every program. way it flowed, all the competitions they had, the seminars and everything. But at the end of the day, I made sure that I learned. I mean, that is why I came to school. So I made sure I learned. I really, really missed school so much. I remember when it's examination week, we try to learn, but we don't. I'm one person, I don't really like learning during the day because there's a lot of noise. So I learn at night, and some of the lecture hall that we go to, the AC will be so cool. So we had names for something. We had Korea, we had France, we had China, we had Ghana. Ghana was very, very hot. I mean, there's only seen Ghana. I had some favorite lecturers back in school. Asantua, Sanfa, Fifi, and they were ever ready anytime I went to them. And thank you so much. Thank you so much. And my worst experiences, I contested for the women's commissioner position, and unfortunately, I lost the election, and it was very, very sad. In fact, that night, I cried so much. But that didn't stop me from working with whoever won, and we had a lovely, exciting experience. And what I do for fun, I love cooking. I was a participant in a cooking competition organized by the then Women's Commissioner, and I came out to be the winner. I prepared bambo and tilapia. I mean, I'm an baby also. I prepared bambo and tilapia. And I also love singing, and I love playing with my face. I mean, makeup. So right after school, I did my service at the Ghana Port and Harbours Authority, and I'm now at McCall Engineering Limited, and we are specialized in onshore and offshore engineering services like civil engineering, mechanical engineering, oil and gas, and environmental engineering. And I'm here as the relations officer. There will be a lot of programs on campus. I remember when I was on campus, I didn't spare all of those programs. I went to all of those programs. But in the end, you have to read your books. You have to make time for your books. That is why I came to school, so you make time for it. I learned one thing too about something we call the spirit of want. It means that anything that you want to achieve, you have to dream that you've already achieved it. You have to want it and you get it. I made it, so you make it too.
Finished in 2010. I studied BSc in telecom engineering. Hey, why engineering? So I did art in high school, and after high school I had the chance to engage myself in the telecom field for a while, and I felt it was quite interesting and I wanted to learn more about it. And then GTUC also started up as a telecom university as a then, so I decided to yeah, and it has not been a regrettable decision yet. Years in GTUC. Okay, let's break it down to the first year, second year, third year, fourth. Okay, so the first year was quite challenging because I had made a shift from home science to telecom engineering, so I needed to get my maths game on. So it was like no friends, no social thing going on at that moment. It was all book because I needed to be on track. So first year was more intense for me. Second year, third year, fourth year, still books, but I had more of a social approach to things. We had quite a number of activities on campus that kept us going. It was quite interesting. And then we had the first SRC president coming into place. So it was quite interesting. Not so much to say for the social life, but in terms of the whole journey, it was a nice experience. I that's one thing people in universities sort of like not really get, because whilst you are in school, you feel like I can't wait to finish, I can't wait to be in the corporate world. It's not really that easy. It's like a total shift, or like two different things altogether. Your education, even though it's going to help you in the corporate world or life after school, it's not that easy with what you would envisage whilst you are in here. So it wasn't that easy for me when I finished school, because I had to do a lot of stuff, especially with regards to my certificate. So things sort of like were very different and unexpected, but most important thing is to remain focused and take it one day at a time. I'm a lecturer at GTC with the Faculty of Engineering. Yeah, it's interesting. It keeps your mind abreast with what's going on in the world, and you tend to learn more things from your students and even from yourself as a human being, because it's not as simple as it may sound to stand in front of people and lecture. So you tend to develop skills or confidence and all those things about yourself. And yeah, it's interesting. I love it. Is to seize every opportunity that comes your way. With my experience, I always looked forward to the long vac, because to me, stay home, do nothing, no studies. And I only did internship once. It was a good one. I did with Vodafone. But at the end of the day, you realize that it's quite necessary to have all these internships built up into your CV at the end of the day. So I would say focus on your books. It's good to have social life, but set your priorities straight. Seize those moments and make sure that you do your internships or seize the opportunity, anything that comes your way that will enhance your brain, your education, your experience in terms of career. Make good use of it and don't expect things to just fall into your hands when you are out of GT.
I'm currently a performance analyst with Vodafone Ghana. I'm more into reporting, so I'm with a commercial function where they are in charge of sales and distribution. So they take charge of the sales agents we have on the field and the distribution of the recharge vouchers. So I do more reporting on their sales, their performance, against their targets, who deserves to be rewarded, who doesn't deserve to be rewarded, and calculation of commissions as well. My first role model is God. My second role model is my dad. I aspire to be me. I look onto others for guidance, but I want to be me in future. In the next 5 years, I hope to be done with my master's and then start a charity organization. It's my dream and my passion to own an orphanage or a home for the aged one day. So in 5 to 10 years, it's my dream to start up something related to children or the aged. So that's my dream. I go to Vodafone first through the Female Engineering Scholarship Program. It's a scholarship program for female engineering students, which I'm sure most of the ladies in GTC must have heard of. So we're part of the first group, another pioneering batch, and from GTC there were 2 ladies, Wenia from the Telecom Engineering Division and I from the Computer Engineering Division, with 8 other ladies from KNUST. Yes, so we qualified for, Vodafone sponsored our final year tuition, accommodation, textbooks, project work, everything was taken over by Vodafone. So that's how I got. After that, we went for a 3-month internship program to introduce us to the business. Then we went back for national service. And that's how I found my way into Vodafone Ghana. Well, my advice to the ladies in GTC is known to be a boys' school, and it's easy to get lost in the crowd. So I advise them to stand up, stand out, speak up, be seen, be heard, and be felt. Your absence should be felt, your presence should be felt, and you should be heard wherever you are. It's easy to get lost looking at the number of boys, and you can easily relax and say, okay, let the guys do the work. But as a lady, I can testify, it's not easy being a lady amongst boys, being a course rep of boys and all that. But it's easy, it can be done. You need to know yourself, know the kind of people you are around, know how to manage them, and you should be able to make an impact even in your class. Don't forget your books. The books are very necessary. Form study groups, mix up girls and boys, form study groups, learn from them, they also learn from you, and in the end you come out with flying colors. Hopefully in the next 5 years I want to be more in the IT sector, not as an analyst or specialist, but as a manager. So I want to take up my master's, 3-year master's in MIS, Masters in Information Systems. And then after that, whilst working with that, I want to have my own charity organization for children and the aged. So hopefully in the next 5 years, I should be a qualified MIS manager and then have my own charity organization running alongside. And that's where I aim to be. My progression in Vodafone has rather been fast, but unfortunately I've taken a detour along the line from the engineering space into the sales space. So I had my national service with fixed services, then fixed services, now service assurance in Vodafone Ghana, which is a technology function. So I got more exposed to fixed broadband, trying to fix faults for customers, calling customers. Some are irate, you call them, they insult you, insult your parents, your grandfathers and everyone. And from there, so after national service, I had the opportunity to join the Discover Vodafone Graduate Program, which was a 1-year rotational program. So it gave me the opportunity to go through 3 major business functions. I was in technology, being an engineer. I joined the strategy and innovation team, joined the Vodafone Business Solutions team as well. But after all that, I ended up with commercial as a performance analyst. And most people ask me why the detour. But I think with my aim of being an IT manager, I will need the sales aspect as well as the technical aspect. So being a performance analyst now is to broaden my skills, broaden my mind and my knowledge, so I can be able to manage a team or managerial position where I'm supposed to combine the technicality with the sales aspect as well. So far that's my journey in Vodafone Ghana. One thing students should bear in mind is when you go for an internship, it's not just a while away time. You are there to work like a full-time staff, and you should always make sure you build your credibility. Credibility counts in so many ways. I had a session with our CFO where he gave an example of a lady he used to work with in KPMG. He says that lady, the way he even spoke about the lady tells you the kind of passion he has about that lady. Because he says she's reliable. He knows when he calls her, even on weekends, if she can do it, she'll do it. If she can't do it, she tells him, okay, I'll do it for you on Monday. And by Monday, it's been done and delivered. Don't go there and behave like you are a student. When you go there, you are not a student. You are a staff. You are a full-time employee. So take advantage of the opportunities you get. And when you're on internship, they give you so many flexibilities. You even have the time to go online, browse, go to different sites. That's the time you should use to learn about your job, what you are doing, how you can improve on what you are doing so far. Because it helps a lot. And remain focused, have the passion, have the zeal to do what you are doing. Because I realize most people go for internship, even national service, One main reason why I realize most people don't get jobs after national service is that when they go in for national service, they feel they are treated as national service personnel and they behave as such. But from experience, when I went for national service, when I stepped with there, I didn't know anything. But after a while, I caught up with what I was doing. I knew what I was supposed to do. I loved what I was doing. I could stay as late as 9 p.m. just to finish something, clear it off my desk, deliver it to my boss, my head of department. I was virtually managing everyone in the whole department. So when I was done with my national service, I had a job offer waiting for me. But because of the better opportunity with the Discover program, I opted for that. And I think if we are able to look on that and put in our all during our national service, God willing, when the time is due, you won't have to suffer to get a job. When the time is due, they know you are credible, they know you are reliable, they know you are hardworking. Immediately there's a vacancy, they push you there.
The heights of great men was not attained by sudden flight, but by day while others slept toward upwards in the night. We duly hope that you have been inspired. God bless you.